Give me that, please. Hello, everybody. Thank you. We are live. Hope everybody had a good week. Sorry, I'm trying to get my stuff all situated. Let some folks get on. Y'all let me know when you're here by saying hello, please. All righty. I think we got it all done now. Been running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Y'all never seen that. It's a lot of running around. Let's see how we look. Not much of a delay, which is good. All right, just want to make sure we looked good. Y'all, if you would, go ahead and share. Hey, John, share this and hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll know when we're on. We're on every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hello, Morgan. Yes, I hope everyone is being safe. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little fuzzy. A little something coming back. Paramama told me to grow the goatee, mustache and goatee back. Goatee? The goatee. Paramama said she likes the when I had the goatee. So I'm growing that back. I haven't had a goatee in a long time. I've had those handlebars, but no goatee for a long time. So I'm growing that back. Hello, Haley. You guys let me know when you're on. If you haven't already done so, go hit that like button, smash the notification or ring the notification bell and smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get our subscriptions up to 2,000. I think last time I looked, we were knocking on 1,800's door. Let's see where we're at. We are at, this doesn't say, hold on, 1,740. So yeah, let's get it to 2,000. So if you guys have already hit that notification or the subscribe button, do me a favor and get your friends to hit the subscribe button. Let them know how close of a family we are and how much fun we have. And let them know to come and subscribe for us. Let's do another big subs drive and get a bunch of, I'd like to hit the 2,500 mark so we can do another giveaway. Glad you are, John. And I refuse to let my hubby shave his beard. Yeah, Michelle wasn't super happy when I shaved mine, but it was getting out of hand and I tried to fix it and messed it up. So I had to get rid of it, but now I'm letting it grow back out. Just mustache and goatee this time. Probably going to let this grow on down a little bit. Seeing how my chin grows so fast, let it grow like a Fu Manchu or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Missing your friends? I bet you are, Haley. I'm so sorry. I know everybody's missing everybody. Y'all, I miss my CAPI family so freaking much. This crap, I'll be glad when it's over with, but I don't foresee that being anytime soon. all these people talking about May and June. I don't see it happening. I think we're in this for the long haul, but I think the severity of it's going to go down. And I'm also very scared. I don't want to get into conspiracy theories tonight because that's not what the show is about tonight. But I'm super worried about this vaccine they're talking about too. I'm thinking something may. And have y'all heard the 5G theory? There's a lot of funny things going on out there. Let me catch up. What y'all saying? Excuse me. Scarlett O'Hara's. You're too funny, Morgan. Hey, Katie. There's our buddy, Katie. Yeah, people keep going out and about. And we went out to get food today, and we wasn't able to get much. We do not go in the stores. We do the call in and pick up, and we pay with a credit card over the phone or online, and then we go and pick up so that we don't even have to get out of the car. I don't know why everybody doesn't do that, but there was a lot of people at Walmart today. So, but I think we got enough today to last us. We may have to go tomorrow to Winn-Dixie or Food Outlet and get a few more things, but I think we got enough to suffice us for a little while. I'll be back at work tomorrow because I don't get to be off. I have to keep working. So I don't really see it dying down either. The thing is all of me and my friends are busy most of the time, so we don't really talk much anymore. I'm sorry. Haley, maybe you should be the one to break that cycle. The 5G theory is so stupid. Yeah, I don't believe in that either. That whole 5G thing, because it looks like it would already happen, because 5G didn't just start yesterday or 2 months ago. So it looks like it would have already happened. I don't know. I'm no scientist. I just go with the flow, man. I stocked up on everything when taxes came in, something I do every year because my grand taught me that it is better to have it and not need it than to need it not have it. Absolutely, Morgan. That is so true. I think a lot of people would have if they would have known what was coming, but you have the foresight to do that anyway. You're right. It's better to have it and not need it, to keep pushing it out of the way than to not have it there to grab. You're right. I can't. Anxiety won't let me. No, actually, Haley, anxiety has nothing to do with it. You won't let you. Anxiety only has as much control as you allow it to have. So, sorry, not an excuse. Yeah, that's why I became a parapsychologist instead of a psychologist. Because I tells it like it is, and some people don't like that. But I'm so glad everybody's here tonight. Katie's here, Morgan's here, Haley's here, John is here. Where's Beth? John, find out where Beth's at. Tell her to get her fanny on here. Truth, I've got anxiety, but I fight through it all the time. That's right. Still not an excuse, Haley. It's still you. That's still your feelings, not theirs. And it's nothing stopping you but you. So she's watching those vids I sent you earlier. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you're the one that sent me the videos. That's right. Welcome. I can't wait to meet you in person and help you guys out. As everybody knows, we have stopped all events and investigations until further notice. We're still doing this and the class because we do those online, but all face-to-face activities have been ceased until further notice. We will get those started up as soon as the all clear is given. But our classes, we still are doing. Anyone who is interested in doing the class, the Paranormal Haunting Investigations class, get up with John. John, if you will throw up your email, please, sir. Get up with John, and he will get you set up on the class. We have a handful of people that want to do it. We want to get a few more people before we do it. It'll probably be on like a Saturday or Sunday. It's roughly 8 hours. We'll do it via Skype. So it's super simple. It's easy to follow. You'll have your own. We will, before the class, we email you the class booklet and everything, so you'll have it. Don't matter. I got the board game Clue to get me by. I love Clue, Haley. That is one of my favorite board games. I think we have a Clue here somewhere. If not, then I'll have to get a Clue. Yeah, so if you want to do that class, thank you, John. He just popped up his email. Y'all go to his email that John just popped up there. He is the one in blue that says CAPI Team Manager John Bowen with the administrator wrench next to his name. Go to that email there and let him know that you want to take the class, and he will get you set up. It is only $50, and you get so much more out of it than $50. I promise you, it's a lot more expensive. That class is actually that we do, the haunting 101, paranormal 101 hauntings, is actually part of a like if you were in school doing parapsychology or paranormal studies, that class would cost you about 2 semesters. I actually dwindled that down. When I first created it, it took 14 hours to take, and then we dwindled it down to 12 hours, and then we dwindled it down to 8 hours. And then I've still had people in the past tell me that 8 hours is too long. And I'm like, well, you'll get over it because I can't dwindle it down any further. It's jam-packed with everything you need to know after you take the class. I promise you, you'll be able to go out and do an investigation on your own. Once we start our camping trips back up again, that's even better way to take the class because you get the class, the hands-on training, the initial investigation, and the certificate all in one right there, all in one weekend. So I'm looking forward to when we get those started back up again. Hello, Margot. So my youngest came in again tonight complaining that the ghost was bothering her again. So I took her back to bed and told her she has to tell it to go away. Let me sleep. Bless her heart. Is that the 3-year-old, Morgan? She gets her spoon, stands up on her bed, waving it in front of her, and yells at it, "Go away, I need to sleep." And she says, "It's gone." I kissed her and turned to leave. I still ain't allowed to investigate, even with the class. I'd actually have to join you. Yeah, the 3-year-old. Bless her heart. I can't wait to get in there so we can at least give you guys give them some peace. Them babies some peace. When it comes to kids, we put that on top priority list, and that will be part of our. He came into my room. Dadgummit. I wish we could come right now, Morgan. I really do. Sucks. But I guarantee you, once you talk to Beth and get the initial interview done and everything, we will put you at the top of the list. So I'm so sorry. You're still aren't allowed to investigate. Why is that? Oh, you're saying your parents won't let you investigate. You have to join us. Yeah, you can join the team if you'd like. Normally the ghosts leave them alone. That's good. Camp CAPI is still set for May 15th through 17th unless we have to move it back. I'm pretty certain we're going to have to move that back. But yeah, we can still tentatively say that it's set for May 15th through 17th. Yeah, that's the next camping trip is set for May 15th through 17th. It hasn't been canceled because they're saying May, the first to second weekend of May or week of May is when we're supposed to be maybe able to get back to normal, but I don't think that's going to happen. Where's Camp CAPI taking place? Camp CAPI is taking place at that place that we go to do that when we do it. Yeah, it's that place. I don't know the name of it. Camp Kaimolga. Thank you. I had it in my head and finally got it. But yeah, it's Kaimolga, Gristmill, and Covered Bridge Park in Childersburg is where Camp CAPI is going to be May 15th through the 17th. So if you guys want to come out and camp with us, take the class, get the hands on, get the first initial investigation done. Now, we are still looking for 2 investigators. I need 2 investigators. I need them really bad. Right now would be a great time to get these people too, guys. Right now that when we're not doing investigations or anything, all we have to do is focus on getting them trained. We're going to, the way we're going to do that is we're going to do it via telephone and Skype, or some sort of FaceTime. I don't know if it'll be Skype or Zoom or just, FaceTime on the phone or whatever, but we'll figure that out. But we're going to, right now I need 2 investigators. You can live anywhere in the state of Alabama. West Georgia, East Mississippi, or anywhere in the state of Alabama. I need them bad. I need 2 investigators really, 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 really bad. We've had a couple things that happened that we needed some extra hands for, and we just didn't have them. So we really need 2 investigators really, really, really bad. If you would like to be on CAPI, if you want to be on the team and go on investigations with us and know everything about the team and know all the secrets that no one else gets to know, then all you have to do is let me or John or Beth know, and we will get you set up. And you will, if you've already taken the class, if you already took the class, paid for it, passed it, done everything, and you've got your certificate, but you want to be a member of the team now, all you have to do is let us know. There will be a $25 charge if you've already taken the class. All right. If you have not taken the class and you want to join the team, then you take the class and there is a $75 charge. That's for the class and the membership. All right. And that's a one-time thing. We don't do annual dues or any of that stuff. We don't try to bleed you dry. It's just to make sure that you are serious about it. And I'm gonna catch up with y'all's comments. Hold on. But yeah, if you want to be on the team, I need 2 investigators bad, and I need them now. So if anybody out there wants to be on the team, you want to be a member of CAPI, you want to go on investigations with us and learn all the ropes and be a member of the most popular team in the Southeast, then just let us know. All right. And we will get you there. You still have to go through the class if you have not already done so. And if you have already done so, then you'll do an investigation with the class, and then the team will vote on you. If you haven't taken the class and you want to be a member, you take the class, which is $75 for team members, potential team members. You do the hands-on, you do the initial investigation, and then the team will vote on yes or no. And the way we do that is it has to be unanimous. All right, it has to be 100%. Everybody on the team has to say yes. And if one person says no for whatever reason, they have to give us a reason, but we don't have to give you a reason. We just tell you, hey, it didn't work out. But the team members will get together, and if someone has a gripe or something like that, and they just don't think that person's a good fit, then we just let them know, hey, you didn't make it, but maybe next time, depending on what the reason is. Then you are on probation for 10 investigations. All right. The reason it's 10 investigations is because in the paranormal, once you've made it to your 10th investigation after you've joined a team, been trained and joined a team, you are then considered an investigator. Before that, you're an investigator in training. All right. Or a greenie, as we call you, or a newbie. But once you do 10 investigations, then you are full-fledged on the team. Alpha probation, da. You're there. So let's see. Yeah, you can come along anytime you want, Haley. I bought something at a yard sale and brought someone a different home because the ones I know only contact during wait times and play times. John, we started this past summer, took the central part of the house back to how it used to be. And the majority of the activity died. I can talk to mom and dad if you'd like. Gets me out of the house and put Yeah, Haley, just talk to them and let us know. Morgan, you're interested in being on the team? I love to travel. It's almost my whole childhood. The secret is Johnny is an ass. Well, thank you, John. That makes me feel really good. You totally just yeah, my dad. That sounds and all. Anyone's having connection problems? Margot's having connection problems. Is anyone else having problems with connection? John says not currently. Well, I'm out on that. I had to annoy the crap out of everyone. At least one person would be a solid note. No, I don't think anybody would say no to you, Morgan. Oh my God, Melody. Everybody's talking about Melody. Is there a Melody on here? Who is Melody? Oh, you're talking about Love That Music Melody. You're talking about Haley. Okay. I was like, I can't see a Melody. Do you have to live in Alabama or Southeast to be on the team? Yeah, well, you have to be close enough to where you can travel to us. Yeah. Where do you live, Margot? Wait till you meet me in person. I'm a bit odd. We are all a bit odd. I promise you. You're not going to show me nothing I haven't already seen, Morgan. I promise you that. I guarantee you won't show me nothing I haven't already seen. Margot, where do you live? My oldest, who is about to be 15, says we're all mad here. Don't matter. I'm friends with the crackhead of the school. Some days it seems like she's on 3 times the crack she's on. Too funny. Don't tell him where you live, Margot. Why not? We can tell you some stories about odd people, right? I guarantee you she ain't gonna show me nothing I ain't already seen. I need to know where Margot lives if she wants to be on the team. Miss Katie. I'm kind of like that, Haley, but without the crack. You like me, you don't need no drugs to be weird. All right. Well, let's get to talking about something paranormal. Something new, something different, huh? Y'all want to talk paranormal? What do we want to talk about tonight? John gave a suggestion earlier because we've had a couple of the last few investigations involved children. Watch out for the ghost dust. That's right. Hellbounds. I used to say I'm high on life. I'm high on life for sure. Margot, you'll regret telling him. Oh, well, that tells me where she lives already. I already know where you live now, Margot. I'm in Iowa. Yeah, I already knew. As soon as Katie said that, I already knew you were in Iowa. Yeah, no, you can't join the team, Margot. I mean, you can. Excuse me. You can join the team, but that just means you're going to have to travel to Alabama every weekend. Y'all might have to put my glasses on. My eyes are starting to bother me. I got these new glasses. Y'all check them out. Isn't that cool? Y'all like my glasses? Watch. They open up like that, and then like that, and that. And then these. I love these things. But unfortunately, my glasses, the screen is just far enough away to where I can't see it. Here you go. I can walk into a house and tell you if it's haunted or not. Oh, God. Morgan, don't go there. John, tell Morgan what happens whenever you claim to have medium abilities on this show. Anybody? Not just John. Anybody. Anybody. It's true, Johnny. It's why I bought my house. Ghost. I keep seeing different ones, and I think every time they pop up, it's like they're saying hi to me, then vanish. A tall lady in a white dress did that to me today. I saw her for 5 seconds. Wow. No problem. Just a stone's throw away. Yeah. Come on down. Right? Why is it always a lady in white? Johnny will put you to the test. Yeah, Morgan. You have to understand, Morgan. I've had in 40 plus years of doing this, I've had thousands of people tell me that they have the ability to see, hear, sense, talk to, communicate with entities, but I've only and have psychic abilities, but I've only had a small handful prove that to me without a doubt. Hey, Sophia. So, um, I'm very cynical and skeptic when it comes to people saying they have that ability. She was in an actual white dress, man. She looked like a pretty model too, but from the 1900s. Well, when does the 1900s wasn't that long ago? You mean from the 1800s? She looked like she was from 1995. Why is that? They're always in a white dress. What the crap? Why is there 7 people on right now, but only 3 likes? Do y'all not like me? I knew what you meant, Haley. I was just being facetious. Like 1930s. Got you. My ancestry comes from a line of connections. A line of connections? I don't know the best way to describe it. Well, you better figure out the best way to describe it if you bring it on this show, because I'm gonna blow you away. I hope y'all don't have the coronavirus. Thank you. I hope you don't have the coronavirus. It would be awesome to have someone on the team with that talent on the team. Wouldn't it be? That would be completely awesome. Johnny held his beliefs. I wrote one live that almost laughed at me saying I wanted to learn palmistry. Nobody ever laughed at you because you said you wanted to learn palmistry. As a matter of fact, I don't ever remember you saying you wanted to learn palmistry. There's nothing wrong with learning palmistry. It's 90% bullshit, but there's nothing wrong with learning it, though. Native American shamans and Celtic beliefs. Okay. Scared of you. Check out Morgan. I don't, and I will never will. I don't, and I will never will. I did, and I almost laughed at me. I remember it. I'm sorry, I don't remember that, but I do have a bad memory. I don't think I would have almost laughed at you for that. I wouldn't have almost laughed at you. I would have laughed at you. I wouldn't have almost did it. I would have laughed out loud with a smile on my face. Y'all, I did do a radio show the other day, and I was speaking with a psychic on the radio show, and as far as her ability goes, she said a few things in the beginning that told me that she didn't have a clue what she was talking about. She didn't. She did. She tried to read me and didn't even come close to anything. But some of the stuff that she was saying about modern day psychics and the limitations and expectations and their place in the paranormal and stuff like that really, really, really impressed me. It really did. I'm going to have her on our show very soon, very, very soon. I want to do a show on psychics and I'm going to have a couple of guests on the show. And with psychics on there, just to see how that goes. I'd like to do that because I pick on the psychics so much. I should give them I should give them a base to stand on. Okay. Oh, Sophia is my youngest sibling, so if she don't make sense, that's why. Haley's too funny. I prefer to keep it to myself mostly because it gets weird, looking like I'm talking to myself or getting weird looks to nothing. I hear you. I'm just thinking about burgers. My favorite food. That's one of my favorite foods too. I'm totally not psychic. Me neither. Oh, Dad posted my LED show on Facebook. If y'all haven't seen it, oh, I'll check that out, Haley. Absolutely. I don't read palms or futures. Me neither. Yeah, John, that's what I was thinking. Her and Chris. I haven't talked to either one of them about it yet, but they did say that they would come on the show though. So. See, my biggest thing with psychics and mediums and empathics and whispers and whatever you want to call them, there's different forms and whatever. I think it's just whatever someone comes up with that day. But my biggest thing with them is they give such a black eye to the paranormal because unfortunately they're part of the paranormal. Not in my eyes, but in the paranormal eyes, psychic abilities and all that stuff is part of it. You have to study telekinesis. You have to study remote viewing. You have to study psychic abilities. You have to study mediumship. And then you go into angelology and demonology and religious views and all that. And I'm like, where's the freaking segue? That was the whole time I'm sitting there. I'm like, where's the segue? How did we go? But anyway, whatever. I don't put all that together. That's people a lot smarter than me do it, or supposedly a lot smarter than me. Sometimes I question that, but I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that. Yeah, I've already gotten in trouble a couple of times from people watching the show that I did not know was watching the show, and I say stuff. And never mind. Anyway, I don't care. My mouth gets me in trouble all the time. Who cares? But I do what I do, and that's it. So who cares? Is Beth finally here? Really? There she is. It's okay, Beth. I know you've been busy. There's my darling. One of the best things to ever happen to CAPI, ladies and gentlemen. Beth. I didn't even know you were on yet until John said, "Greetings, Beth." And then I looked up and saw you where you said, "I'm late. Sorry, I'm late." Yo, that's my darling. Her and John are my saviors. They are the best thing to happen to CAPI since Johnny and Corey. I ain't kidding you. Hello, brothers, John and Johnny. Hey, baby. They are the best thing to happen to CAPI since Johnny and Corey. I promise you. We love them to death. But unfortunately, they are viewed as being part of the paranormal, so we have to include them. And the bad thing is that's such a. I look at psychic abilities, the entire realm of psychic abilities, for whatever the intensity or the section that you claim to have. It gives such a bad name. It is to the paranormal as to what seizures are to the medical field. I mean, it just is. Seizures in the medical field is the easiest faked condition there is. If you've ever spent any time in emergency medicine or hospital settings, especially ERs, you'll see that the number one most faked illness is seizures. It's people fake it all the time because they think they can. because they figure all I got to do is flop around like a fish. But there's other things that happens during the seizure that tells you if it's real or not. And so that's how we know, or that's how I used to know. I don't know now because I don't do it anymore, but that's how we would know, is we would do certain tests on them. I do the same thing with psychics, because to me, psychics are the seizures of the paranormal. I do the same thing with them. I give them certain tests, and if they pass those tests, then I say, there may be something here. I've had people pass those tests with flying colors, and I'll swear to their abilities to the day I die. I've had people not pass them with flying colors, but impress me. I have a psychic that I'm working with right now that I haven't really tested, but they have shown me different things that say to me, this might be something to this one. All right. But they've also shown me things that I've said, looks like fishing, or you could have found this out like this, or something like that. But so that's why I do it. That's why I test them, is to find out, because I don't endorse them until I know for a fact. And so far I haven't gotten that yet, but I will. And but like I said, I'm gonna bring them on the show and let you guys meet them, and we'll do that really soon. Hopefully during the shelter in place orders. Um, for those of y'all that do not know, if you don't live in Alabama, as of 5 p.m. Central Standard Time Saturday, we are on shelter in place order, or stay at home order. You can only go out for certain things like food and work and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're kind of buckled down in our homes. We haven't done anything all weekend. We haven't gone anywhere all weekend. We've been here all day. We left the house for about 45 minutes today to go to Walmart, and we didn't even get out of the car there. We did before we left home, we ordered what we was going to get, and we had a pickup time of 5 o'clock. So we went and or 6 o'clock, I think. So we went and picked that up, and then we left there and we stopped at Sonic. Once again, we did not get out of the car. We just got us some shakes and came home, and that's all we've done all weekend. We've been sheltered in place all weekend, and I've actually enjoyed it. I've enjoyed just hanging out with the family and watching TV and, playing and just having fun. And it's been nice for me because I'm always gone. Of course, Michelle and Dakota are about to get that cabin fever thing going on right now, because they're always used to going, and not having to sit at home. And now that they have to, it's been kind of hard on them. But I'm used to going too. But I like being at home when I'm not at work. And for those of you that are concerned, because I have had a lot of questions about my work, I do come in contact with a lot of people. I am very careful, very, very careful. I don't come in physical contact with anybody. I don't come within 6 feet of anyone at work. I stay away from them. What on earth is all the hearts? What the crap? I got to keep up with y'all's comments. Let's see. And for 3 years, I didn't speak to my aunt. Very personal reasons. Over the last 3 years, we've done what we can to repair our relationship. Oh, Morgan, I'm sorry. I hope that continues to get repaired. There's so many times it takes out there that the take advantage of people going through the worst times of their lives. Yep, exactly. That's why I don't like them. Etc. Otherwise, you're just a flopping idiot. Too funny. I don't think they're completely fake, but really rare. I don't think they're completely fake, but really rare. That doesn't make sense, Haley. I'm going to start getting hatred built up in an outside kid, and I can stay at home, one location for a long time. Angry over the last year, even though there has been no contact between them. Mom has called me saying something about a dream about my aunt. While talking to mom, my aunt will call and tell me about Exactly. Oh, that's too cool. I got on the butt a couple of times, but this rest. Yeah, I needed rest too. I'm glad you got some, Beth. I've been raised to travel, so I'm never settling down when I'm older. Beth, I hope you don't have the coronavirus. I'm glad I don't. It is incredible. Thank you. Night before last, Mom was telling me that if I disappear, I'm okay, and told me that what happened, she's fine, nothing bad. But my aunt called us yesterday upset about a dream she had. Woke screaming. Goodness gracious. That's too cool, Morgan. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit and talk with you, Morgan. But your claims, your ability claims, I'd have to go on an investigation with you, other than where you're at. I'd have to be on investigation with you. So, Johnny, is it hard to read the people typing fast? No, it's not. It doesn't matter how fast you type; it comes up when it comes up. But I talk, so I can't read all the time. So if you put like 1,000 hearts for absolutely no reason, it kind of throws me, and I have to go back up. So yeah, I get it way after you do it because of a lag and because I have to scroll up because I don't read those the whole time. That would be a boring show if I just sat here and read comments. I think the business in Montgomery would be a good place for that. What are you talking about, John? I don't understand. Beth, before you fuss at me, I could not find my cup. Because I know you're going to fuss at me. And here comes a bunch of more hearts again. Appreciate that. To investigate with Morgan. Oh, the business in Montgomery to do. Yeah, that would be, you got to be a little bit more clear than that with me. You know, I was slow. That would be a good place to have her come with us. Most definitely. I was typing to fuss. I knew you were. I knew you were. I knew you were typing to fuss at me. I could feel it. I was in a hurry and I couldn't find it. I'm sorry. Mobile, Montgomery, Huntsville. Yeah, you can come with us anytime. As a matter of fact, you can join the team, Morgan. We are looking for investigators. And if you do have that ability, that would be great to have you on the team. That would be awesome to have you on the team. I can go into a place and really tell. Um, if you do this for any amount of time, you'll get that. You'll be able to do that. I mean, not to an extent of what you said, but I can go into a place and usually tell you if there's going to be activity there. Usually within the first few minutes, I know if we're going to be bored or successful. So I can understand that. I might just keep. Yeah, but Haley, if you keep doing that, I'll have John cut you off. then you won't be able to put anything on there. Yes, Morgan, we have. John actually did a live investigation from there. You'll have to go check that out. Yeah, John's been there. He did a live there. John, if you could, you ought to send her a link. Yeah, it's on our Facebook page, Morgan. John, send her a link to it if you would. Or you could post it on here, whatever you want to do. I actually filmed the foot of swings going, no winds, nothing. I filmed it. We want to do an investigation out there. John's been working on getting that set up for us. We want to do an official investigation. Yeah, just like John just said. We're trying to do that now. Absolutely. I can't wait. Isn't that weird how that happens, Morgan? I've had that happen a lot, where we get something on film and we know it's there and we go to play it back and it's gone. I've had that on audio and video. Night, Haley. Radar. Yeah, right. He is radar. Hello, Bruno. All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? What topic do you want to do tonight? We have a little while longer. I'm not going to stay on a whole lot longer, because as y'all know, I did break my butt. My bum is broken, and the longer I sit here, it hurts. Sadly, I'm the youngest in chat, but at least Lisa's family is the favorite. That's right, Sophie. You go, girl. I'm the youngest in my family, too. So we have that in common. I'm the baby as well. I've done that before, Johnny. I know it's aggravating when that happens, isn't it? Super, super aggravating. Oh, you're talking about breaking your bum in a car accident. Ooh, I did it on a steps accident. It was raining and I stepped on an old step. It was old wooden steps and it was raining and I stepped on it. My feet came out from under me and I landed hard. I actually was walking fast enough that when I hit the steps and my feet come up, I actually went up in the air and then came down. So I kind of swooshed up and then boom, and I landed on nothing but the top of my tailbone. And I felt it when it hit. I knew it cracked. I knew it. I was, without a doubt, I knew. I'm only the youngest because my baby sister's completely cut out of the family. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, that hurts. And sitting here, I can usually do it for about an hour and then it starts burning, man. I mean, burning. So I might have to get up. Well, we should go outside. Y'all want to go outside? Let's go outside. Who all wants to go outside? Show of hands. Who all wants to go do the show in the dark? Who wants to go do some of the show in the dark? Don't be. It was literally her decision. Yeah, I know, but it's still sad, though. I have family members that don't talk to me, too. It hurts, but what are you going to do? Libby wants to go outside. No, she don't. Neither. She's asleep. I'm in the dark as we speak. See, we should all go outside. Morgan says, let's don't. There's too many stupid and infected people out there. Well, there should not be any infected people. If anyone walks up on my yard while I'm outside, I'm going to tell them, hey, whatever you got to say to me, you can do it from over there. You don't need to come up to my house, especially if I don't know them. And if they continue to walk, then I'm going to let them know that they are going to be ventilated well in a matter of seconds. And if they continue to walk after that, then it's in God's hands. Sorry. Yeah, I got to get off my bum, y'all. Can I go outside for a few minutes? Can I go out and smoke a cigarette and do this in the dark? I have a green light outside, so maybe that'll give y'all some light. But I seriously have to get off my butt. Oh, here we go. Let's go outside. Bum, bum, bum. Stairway. Wait. Yo, that's where Toby likes to play. Right there. Right there on the top of that landing. That's his favorite place. I see him there often. See him and hear him up there all the time. Let's go outside. There we go. How's that? Can everybody still hear me? I think all you see is a black silhouette of me, right? I guess I could do the show like this. Thank you and welcome to CAPI Haunted Hour. Due to the current economic health crisis, there will be no warning shots. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't fire. I'll give you a verbal warning, but I'm not firing no warning shots. Bullets are expensive. I can't see you. You can see my outline. That is totally what my dad would do. I like your dad. You've only talked about him a couple of times tonight, and I've never met him, but I already like him. Tell us a ghost story. I don't know any ghost stories. Who knows a good ghost story? Can y'all see me when I smoke? A little bit, huh? There, I'm at the campfire. Johnny, tell us a story. You know who you made me just think of when you said that, John? You know who you made me think of when you said that. I miss her. I probably just blew a few people away when I said I miss her, but I really do. I don't miss the actions, but I do miss the person. Yo, it's nice out here tonight. I mean, it's really nice out here tonight. It's not cold. It's not hot. It's just right. It's a small breeze blowing. It'd be a perfect time for ghost stories. You look good in black. Thank you, Katie. You always say everything to make me feel good. Asshole. I did too, Beth. That's the first person that popped in my mind when he said that. My dad is pretty awesome. His name is Dave. Hey, my dad's name was David. He lives in Ohio. He's barely taller than a leprechaun and a part-time stand-up comedian. Too cool. That's what I wanted to be when I was growing up. Was a part-time, well, not a part-time. I wanted to be a comedian. Everybody said that's what I was going to do with my life, was be a comedian. Yells out window. It's worth it. I hear you. Hey, this is a family show. Don't be an ass. Don't be an ass and you won't be called an ass. I think we can say ass on family shows. I think we can. That's one of the accepted ones. My hubby would be a great stand. Your husband would be an awesome stand-up comedian. Yes, he would. His name's David, but he goes by Dave. My oldest son is named for him. He's 13. That's too cool. Yeah, my dad's name was David too. He's passed away now, but he was his actual name was Guy David. His first name was Guy, Guy, Guy David. But he went by David. Most people called him David. Some people in his family called him Guy. I called him Dad. Okay, kids and ghosts. Okay, let's talk about kids and ghosts. I've been called worse. I know you. I've called you worse. I personally have called you worse than an ass. So I believe you. All right. Yes. Kids and ghosts. Ghosts are kids and ghosts. Kids do see things more than we do. Younger kids, especially toddlers, infant to toddlers. My husband made baby gates out of the bedroom doors in our house. Oh, that's cool. He like cut them. Y'all, I don't know how long my computer will last doing this. Let me see how much battery I have. Oh, it's full. Okay, cool. I don't know how long it'll last on just battery. I've never ran it on just battery, but we'll stay out as long as we can anyway. It's cool out here. It's nice, and this rocking chair actually doesn't hurt my bum. Was my idea to save money. That's a good idea. Not just to save the money, but I think it's very practical too. All right, the Santa Claus effect. Thank you, Beth. The Santa Claus effect, in case anyone who doesn't already know, the Santa Claus effect is what is known as the ability to the magic is still there. Basically, it's there to uh, it's there to are they're able to do this because they still believe in that magic of Christmas. That's why they call it the Santa Claus effect, because kids are still, and they still believe in Santa and still believe that the Easter Bunny exists, and mom and dad does not put that money under the pillow from the Tooth Fairy. They still have that magic ability, to believe in their imagination and to believe in their what society has not already told them is wrong. So they're able to see these things because they don't know they're not supposed to. If you talk to any medium or sensitive or anything like that, they'll tell you whenever they were a kid, they didn't really think they had an ability to see things that other people couldn't see because they just thought everybody saw it. They didn't know it was abnormal. And most of us lose that ability. Once we lose that magic, we lose that ability to key into that effect. And Guys, tomorrow morning I eat a big breakfast, and yes, Johnny. Okay, yes, I don't know what I asked you, but okay. Kids aren't ruined. Yeah. Yeah, but they're able to see the stuff because they don't know they're not supposed to. And like I said, psychics, not psychics, but mediums and sensitives, whenever they're young, they don't, every one of them, that if they're worth their weight in salt, they'll tell you every time that they didn't know they weren't supposed to see this stuff, that everybody couldn't see it. They didn't know that. Um, and then some people, most people, lose that ability, and then some people don't. But that's the reason why uh, children are able to, young children like toddlers, infants to toddlers, are able to see spirits and hear spirits, and because they don't know it's not, something that's not supposed to be there. Anytime you watch a video of a child seeing something they're not supposed to see, they're just talking about it. They're not saying, "Hey, look what I can see. I can't believe you can't see this. Why?" They don't talk about that. They just say, "Hey," and they'll say, "Hey, can't you see him or her, or can't you see that kid, or can't you hear him or whatever?" It gets, and then most of us lose that ability once we lose that magic, once we lose that ability, that imagination, we lose it. I don't really like saying imagination because it makes it sound like that's what it is an imagination, but it's really not an imagination. It's just that ability is still there for them to be able to see it and know that it's there. And some people are lucky enough to where they're able to keep that, and unfortunately I'm not. I don't ever in my life remember a time that I was able to see or hear spirits or anything like that. So I'm sure I lost it, at a young age. I was forced to grow up pretty quick at a young age just because of situations and um, family and stuff like that. But I don't ever remember a time. Now, I did have an experience whenever I was 8 years old that got me pretty much interested in the paranormal, and I wanted to know everything there was to know about it. And so that's why I studied it as intently as I did, and for a lot of years secretly studied it. So uh, because it wasn't accepted, societal uh, pressures and societal beliefs and uh, all that kind of made it hard for me to share that with anybody. My want and need to know more. So, but I do remember having an experience. I don't talk about that experience. A lot of people don't talk about their first experience in the paranormal. If you meet someone that's into the paranormal and on a team or have gone as far as I've gone with it or anything like that, I don't know why, but it's just not something we talk about. I think it's because that's yours. That's your experience. That belongs to you. um, that first time, that first uh, initiation or uh, experience, that first time that got you, hooked, that just belongs to you. And so I think that's why a lot of people don't. And I'm going to catch up with you guys' comments. I see them popping in, but I'll catch up with them in just a second. But yeah, kids and animals, a lot of animals. I see Libby all the time. She'll stare at the top of the stairs. She'll even go up to the top of the stairs, which she never does. But she'll go up there. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that big boom just then? I don't know what it is. It happens every night. I don't have a clue what it is, but it happens every single night. It's like a big boom. I've investigated and I can't figure out what it is. You heard it? Yeah, it's like a boom. It happens every single night. I have no idea what it is, but one of these days I'm gonna find out. But anyway, uh, Libby and the cats, Casper will come out. Whenever he comes out, we let him out every now and then just to roam the house. and he'll do the same thing. He'll find a spot and then just sit there and stare at it and react to something there all the time. Dakota, when she was young, uh, would when she was younger, she is young, but when she was younger, she would also do the same thing. She would uh, interact with something that no one else could see was there. And so, yeah, I'm a firm believer that kids can, you know, see that and deal with it. It kind of sucks sometimes because in our investigations, we never like anyone on our investigations below the age of 12. But I've always said it would be great to have a uh, a kid, a toddler age kid to go on investigations with to be able to pinpoint, um, if we have something going on, they're able to see it or something. I mean, how awesome would that be? But you don't want to subject them to that just so you can get that evidence. And I never would, but I have often thought about bringing an animal on investigations with us. I've actually thought about bringing Livy a few times because she's so uh, actively uh, interacting with Toby or whatever else is here in my house. Let me catch up with y'all's uh, chats here. Oh wow, he was staring at it before it closed. Morgan, he screamed and ran. Cuss all you want, Johnny. Don't care if you do. I love Sophia. She's so cool. And my youngest, she was 2. Looked towards the gate, pushed a toy towards it, and said, "There, you play with this one." Oh, I can't wait to get into your house, Morgan. Infants will talk, look at each, and reach for things that we can't see. Yeah, infants, man. If you watch them, especially like on cam, you'll see them. They'll do stuff like that. And the toy started rolling back and forth on its own. You should have got that on camera. That's so me too, Morgan. I was raised, well, I mean, since the age of 8 anyway. I was, my mom was always very open to the paranormal too. Hold on, my chats just went haywire. Okay, there we go. You heard that boom too, Morgan? Yeah, I hear gunshots here right now. Yay, because you're in the country, Beth. Guys, guess when I was born? I don't know, Sophia. When were you born? Happens to my house too. I always put it off to the oak tree dropping limbs. This was like metal, Morgan. What I heard, what I hear here every night is like metal. Sophia, you were born the second you were born, not a moment before or after. Awesome answer. Holy crap. Jack, 3 girl, Kai, it's 4 boy, and they wouldn't go. They wouldn't mind. Morgan, I was born in 2012, so I'm 7. I popped. It popped and we got his attention. Early 1900s. Okay, your house. Yeah, if it was a metal roof, that's what I would chop that off to as well as like a limb falling on it or something. But this is metal on metal. I don't know what it is. It always happens to my left. I have no idea what it is. One of these days I'll figure it out. I don't think it's paranormal. It's just a boom that happens every night. All right. Does anyone have any questions on the Santa Claus effect or any paranormal questions at all? Oh, it happens every day at around 11:30 or 12. Yeah, I don't think I would chop that off to a limb then. I don't think your tree has a scheduled time to drop a limb. Mallory Marshall, hello. Hey, I finally caught your live stream. It's been too long. Good to see you. It's good to see you too, Mallory. I'm sorry I don't know who you are. Have you been on before? Could be metal cooling or heating or popping. That could be it, but I don't know what would be metal though. I mean, what is metal in the suburbs, right? Do I know you, Mallory? And I'm glad you finally called our show. Come back every Sunday. There goes my cat acting out again. That's too funny. Yeah, we talked about crystals not being magic. My dad, yours, your dad, and my dad. That was a long time ago. The only metal roof in my neighborhood, John, is the one to my right. I thought about that, so I looked, and there's no other metal roofs over on that side. Yeah, we talked about crystals not being magic. My dad, yours. It's been about a month. What do you mean by my dad, comma, yours? Because my dad did not talk to your dad or you a month ago. I hope not, because he's been dead for years. Could be throwing sound the way it's positioned. Someone hitting a street sign. I guess that could be it. I don't know why they would do it every single night. I don't know what it is, y'all. I'll figure it out. Yeah, one more of those, and I'm gonna have to hide that. Yeah, don't do the hearts, please. You can do like one or two, but don't do like a column of hearts like that. I already asked you once. Please don't do that. Thanks. It's hard for me to read the comments when you do that because it takes up the entire section. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now, Mallory. I got you. Don't take offense, Mallory. I have the worst memory in the world. Everyone will tell you. I have a condition called ACM and it screws with my memory. You're fine, Sophia. Oh, yes, Sophia, you're fine. We're not fussing at you or anything. We're just saying, please don't do that because it makes it harder for me to read the comments. That's all. Okay, let's go back inside. Can I do this without looking? I can. Let's get y'all back in shot. There we go. Oh, as soon as I sit down, man, it starts up again. Y'all never break your bum. It sucks. Don't break your bum. Avoid it at all costs. Don't run down wet steps. I understand. Plus, you don't have a face to remember me by. Just text right. Thank you for understanding that, Mallory. People get upset at me because I don't remember them on chat. And I'm like, I've never even seen you. Come on. My dog was in the kitchen eating, nowhere near the cat. Yeah, I know. I watched that video. That first video you sent, Morgan, or Morgan. It's all that orb activity. You were saying that there was nothing in there to mess with the dust. The dog did mess with the dust, and so do you. It doesn't take much to get dust going, but there was one real orb in that video. Out of all those orbs that you saw, there was one real orb. It was the brightest one. It was the only one giving off its own light. And it moved opposite of the wind that the dust orbs were moving in. That was a real orb in that first video. And you can tell in that second one that the cat is definitely reacting to something. Things to not break: bum, foot, knee, leg, hand, shoulder, neck, back. Why? Because you end up meeting them. That's right, Morgan. So child spirits, can they be more active than other spirits? More powerful, for lack of a better word. Yeah, I knew what you meant there. That's actually a really good question, John. John's becoming our Tom, isn't he? Getting us back on topic. He's like, talk about paranormal. Sooner or later, he's going to do that. He's going to say, y'all talk about paranormal instead of other stuff like Tom used to do. No, I'm just kidding. John would never be that guy. Thank God. But that is an interesting question, all joking aside. Can child spirits be more active? Yes, they can. And no, they can't. So it's kind of a catch-22 question, because a child spirit can be more active when it wants to be noticed. Just like a in-skin child can be more active because they want you to pay attention to them. They're wanting you to talk to them. And hold on, people are sending me stuff again. Okay. I'll take care of that. Thank you. Or I'll look into it. But yes, a child spirit, whenever they're wanting to get attention, can be a poltergeist. Basically, they could be a very noisy ghost, a very noisy spirit. They can move stuff, show themselves, throw stuff. They will make you think that you have an evil poltergeist in your home sometimes. But on the other hand of that, remember I said it's a catch 22. On the other hand of that, sometimes child spirits don't have the needed energy. Um, I've come to realize that a child spirit has a lot harder time uh, developing and obtaining and harnessing energy than an adult spirit does. Um, so they can't, not saying that they can't, because they can, because they will sometimes, especially whenever they want your attention. Um, but they do sometimes have trouble getting that energy, whereas sometimes where in the same situation, adult spirit would not have that problem getting that energy. Do they put off energy? I believe they do, because it's very, very common for child spirits or weaker spirits to be obtained by stronger spirits to gain energy. Um, that's what's known as a trapped haunting or a colony haunting. Um, what they'll do is they'll the stronger, more I don't want to say evil, because it's not necessarily demonic, but dark spirits will entrap weaker spirits to feed off of, to gain their energy from them. So yeah, they can have bouts of where they have more energy, and they can have bouts where they have less energy, but they are fed off of. So yeah, that is actually very common. Yeah, Morgan, that's the one I was talking about. Absolutely. Morgan says they can be because they feed off of positive energies. If there are other children, it makes them more powerful. Not necessarily, Morgan. Um, as far as them feeding off of positive energies, a child spirit that wants to get your attention because they want to be heard or known or seen will not necessarily have to feed off positive energy. They can feed off energy, any energy. And I think that once they obtain that energy, they can become more powerful. It's just getting that energy to do that. It doesn't necessarily have to have more than one child there, child spirit there. Uh, they just have to have that source of energy, and once they get it, they will use it quite a bit. So they don't necessarily have to have more than one child there, and they don't always feed off of positive energy. Um, Remind me to tell you about Dobie one day. He had my husband so dang mad at our little Jack. Is Dobie a spirit in your home? Because that would be too funny. I have one video. I was home alone with my son, and things kept falling from the walls every 10 minutes. I pulled out my phone and said something like, "Please get out of my house. You can't stay here." Then a huge orb floated by my cabin toward my front door. Technically, they feed off energy. When my son was a newborn around the same time, things kept happening. Cody Ray Disbians. Hello, Taps, Cody Ray. How are you? Um, Morgan, you definitely need to take our class, without a doubt. You need to send John an email. Throw your email back up there again, John. You need to send John an email, and you need to take our class. Yep, that's Dobie. It's pronounced Do Bibi. That's too funny, because I have a spirit in my home that we call Toby, Toby, Toby. Can having another child in the house increase the likelihood of a child spirit becoming active? It depends on the interaction. Thank you for putting your email up there. Morgan, you need to send John your information, and you really need to take the class. You need to be on the team. You live in Alabama, so you need to be on the team. But having another child in the house, are you talking about an in-skin child? Yes, I love The Walking Dead, Sophia. Yeah. It depends on the interaction between the spirit and the child, John. Um, it doesn't necessarily have to be a child in the home for them to become active. They may relate to that child a little more than they will a an adult, especially if it's around about the same age, and they are known to interact with them a little more than they would an adult at first, depending on what that spirit is, though. But remember, a dark or a evil entity, excuse me, may attach itself to a child a lot quicker than it will an adult, just to get that in, to get that foot in the door. They'll attach themselves to the child, and then as it grows and becomes more active and is able to obtain more energy, then it'll start, progressively getting worse and worse. But even if it's not an evil, if it's just a child, then yeah, it's a different. It it may react to the child more because it relates to him more, but not necessarily just because it's a child. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. He as a child, we think, and was running through the house at all hours of the day and night. He kept seeing him and yelling at Jack to get back in bed. He'd crack me up. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, our spirit here in our home, we asked him to come. We were on an investigation, and they wanted the spirit gone, and they wanted a cleansing to be done. So we did a cleansing, and we invited. I didn't know what was going to happen to him. Through K2 studies and EVPs, we found out that he was a 9-year-old boy, and we asked him to come to our home, and he did, and he's been here ever since. And it's cool because it's the first time I've ever lived in a haunted house. It's an innocence that attracts the evil. Mm, yes and no. Um, I think that it is not necessarily the inner. Yeah, I guess you could say that from what we talked about earlier, the Santa Claus effect, that ability to be open to that. So yeah, I guess I would go and say I would agree with that. Yeah. Non-human entity provides dark human entity or both. I don't know what you're saying there, John. That's a good idea, John. I'll do that. I'll tell the story of Toby in my next article. Actually, I've got to do an article, don't I? Beth's waiting on an article for this month. Yeah, I'll do that, John. Thank you. That helps me out. I've been wondering what to write about. Yeah, I don't know what you were saying there, John. Elaborate on that a little more. Okay, Beth approves. Who is this? Taps Cody Ray. Are you still here? Hey, Cassandra. Where have you been, girl? Missed you too. You haven't been here in a while. Taps Cody Ray. Are you still here? Are you Taps? Are you a member of Taps? What is that? Okay. All right. I was wondering where you were going with that. I was welcome back, Cassandra. I know, right? We don't ever get to see her anymore. Oh man, you work Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 11. Man, Johnny, you ever heard of the Taps group? Yeah, I've heard of Taps. Everybody's heard of Taps. I was just wondering if that's, I mean, he came on and said hi, but then he didn't say anything else. So I was just wondering who he was. That's all. I was just curious. Just curious. Are you still here? Taps Cody Ray? That's who he's with. Taps, like Taps on TV. He probably wouldn't like me. Probably got distracted, ad squirrels. Yeah, right. Hey, Laura. Laura's with us again. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was asking. I think it's just a troll using the name. It's probably for the best because I think anyone that from Taps would really enjoy my show, our show, would they? We're not friendly. We are friendly. All right, I love these questions, man. Y'all keep them coming. Give me some more. Give me some more questions. We are doing awesome, Laura, especially now that you and Cassandra are here. We're doing so much better now that you guys have arrived. Y'all missed it. We were out in the dark. We were. We were in the dark. You'd be surprised scoping the competition. We are no competition for Taps or any other team. We are definitely no competition because no one does it like we do. So we're certainly no competition. If we fake stuff and put it on the media, then we'd be competition. But we don't do that. I'm still in the dark in my favorite room of the house. I know you are, and I know what room you're talking about too. I wished I was there with you and your comedic husband. Shots fired in your neighborhood, John? Someone shooting off a gun? If anything comes close to your house, return fire with extreme prejudice. Okay, I do have a question at Taps. I don't know what that means. I do have a question. It's only because my current experience is just new, but not. Oh, Beth, I wished I was there too, baby. My gosh. Nothing would make me happier. Come on, Morgan, spit it out. Get it out there. You can do it. You can do it all night long. What causes a spirit to become dark? Many things could cause a spirit to become a dark spirit. Um, and I'll answer that while I'm waiting on Morgan to regurgitate what she's trying to say. But many things could cause a spirit to become a dark spirit, John. Aggravation, um, insanity. And does a spirit have the ability to become insane? Absolutely, it does. Guys, remember, a spirit does not lose itself. A person does not lose their self when they die. The only thing we lose is our meat suit. That's it. We just lose our meat suit. That's all we lose. All right. The person is still there. All right. Um, we gain some abilities and we lose some abilities. So it it can absolutely become insane. Think about if there's a spirit that's been dead 75 to 100 years and no one will talk to it because and it doesn't know why. And yeah, it's going to become a little dark. You know, it's going to become a little um, aggravated and agitated and but that's not all that can cause it. You know, not being socially accepted or even recognized, unfinished business that it just gets so aggravated about, a traumatic death, especially at the hand of another. There's so many things that could happen to make them become dark, um, even if that's not what they were in life when they were in skin. All right, let's see if we got this, and let me get back to this. One animal to react to the spirits, and none others react. Oh, absolutely, Morgan. It's actually normal for one child um, to react to a spirit as well as an animal. Absolutely, it is. Um, I've seen ghosts, but I don't have the ability to see ghosts. I just see what they allow me to see. You know, I don't walk around every day like some people and can see a ghost or interact or communicate with ghosts or spirits, but I have seen them before because they have allowed me to see them. I've been in situations where I've seen them and no one else has seen them that was at the exact same place at the exact same time, and they haven't seen them too. So yeah, it's absolutely possible for only one animal in a group of animals to react, as well as one person in a group to react, whether it be child or what. Oh, Laura, I wish you were home too. Guys in the chat, say your age. Just the guys? 49. Regret, insanity. Yeah, think about the things that can make you go insane or make you dark. You know, make you go from being nice and uh approachable, and then something that happens to you in your life that may maybe make you go dark. So I mean, it's the same as the spirit as well. Well, happy late birthday, Morgan. Hello, Trap. I'm just gonna say Trap. Some of these names. We have a short video of an entity that no one saw, but we caught it on video. Yep. Okay, because my dog wasn't reacting. He was just jumping on the bed, being nosy about Jack. But my cat hisses and growls a few minutes ago. Yeah, it's possible. The law office, Beth. The last time we went to the law office. That's the one he's talking about. You saw it. Remember where it turned and looked at us? Thank you. I'm thinking of trying to drive home the day after Easter. Usually have to get a hotel, but have a twin memory foam mattress in my van that my mom couldn't. There you go. I'd sleep in my van too. All right. Good night, Sophia. Yeah, I hope you're armed, Laura. Please be armed. Oh, sorry, I have to reposition my bum. I have my chi. All right. Are there any more questions? Sweet dreams, Sophia. Oh, yes, I'm armed even at church. There you go. I'm armed everywhere I go. When I could go to church, actually. Yeah, when we could go. Now we have to have church in our living rooms on our computers. Some people are doing the parking lot churches, though. I think that was really cool. Yeah, John's like me. There's nowhere he goes without being armed. He's always armed. I'm fixing to be even further armed because I'm fixing to get a new gun. I am about to get a nice new gun. The day after they say all clear, we are there, Beth. Yeah, they do a lot of it here in Montgomery and Prattville. They're doing a lot of the churches are doing Facebook church. Like the church I follow on Facebook is really cool. I like it. It's a Pentecostal Assembly of God church. I really like the minister. I grew up with him, so but a lot of them are doing Facebook and YouTube church, and there's a lot of other churches that are doing parking lot church as well. So I like internet church, but I'm still armed. That's right. Yes, filming CAPI Pub. I cannot wait. Y'all, I'm so ready to start filming. We had gotten everything ready and everything, and then all this stuff happened. Man, I was so bummed. But Beth has come up with a way that we could do it possibly remotely. So Sophia says, I can't sleep. You just said you were going to bed. You didn't even give it a chance to go to sleep, girl. I like Evolution Church on YouTube. I hadn't checked that out. I have to check that out. I grew up Pentecostal, Assembly of God. So I've been to Assembly of God. I've been to Baptist. I've been to Presbyterian. I've been to the Occultists Church of Christ. I've been to Catholic, but I'm just always more comfortable in a non-denominational Pentecostal leaning church. Oh, that's cool, Laura. Yeah, I'm just now starting to know about Zoom. I think that's probably how we're going to do the CAPI pub. I think is what Beth was saying, is that we're going to do that on Zoom. Were you trying to single somebody with your phone? No, I was saying, I picked it up because I was saying some people are on YouTube. And I was talking about it on my phone because that's how I watch my church services, on my phone. She's too busy not wanting to miss out. That's right. Well, hang out with us, Sophia, if you can't sleep. How can you give sleep a chance knowing Cappy is live? Oh, I love you, Cassandra. Cassandra, you rock. I can't wait to meet Cassandra. There's 10 people on here. Y'all, I'm going to say it again. I need 2 investigators. Bad. Like, really bad. Like, I would be willing to help you out as far as the class and all that stuff goes. Bad. And that's how bad I need. I need 2 investigators really, really bad. Just saying. If you live in any part of Alabama and you want to be on the team, be a CAPI, go from CAPI family or CAPI fan to CAPI member, please get in touch with John. He's already posted his email up here like 2 or 3 times, so you can scroll back and get it, or y'all might be able to talk him into posting it again. But guys, I need 2 members, 2 investigators. Guys, I'm sorry, I have to take this. This is so embarrassing. It's so unprofessional, but it's my child. Hold on. Hello. Hey. Did you check and see if you can do it online? Oh, okay. Well, let me call you back. I'm right in the middle of the show. Don't be sorry. Hey, I'll tell you what. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had a phone call. I want y'all to say hello. This is my youngest son, Nick. Say hello, Nick.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
I don't know if they can hear you. Can you guys hear Nick? Y'all let me know. Nick, do you know anything about the paranormal?
Say again?
Do you know anything about the paranormal? Have you ever heard anything like a word like paranormal? Have you ever heard anything like that?
Yeah.
You have?
I used to be on the paranormal team.
You used to be on a paranormal team? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Cool. What team was you on?
CAPI.
Wait a minute. Is this my son, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my son, Nick. I adopted him when he was 5 years old. So he pretty much grew up in the paranormal, just like Corey did. And he called me to tell me about his situation with his motorcycle license. So I wanted to put him on real quick because he had the audacity to call me during a show. So that's his punishment. He has to go on the show and talk to y'all. So, so all right, tell everybody goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Y'all have a great night. Y'all be safe.
All right, I love you, buddy.
Love you too.
All right, I'll call you whenever I'm done, okay?
All right.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
That was his punishment. That was his punishment for calling me during the show, as he had to come on the show. That's my baby boy. Like I said, I adopted him when he was 5 years old. And now he is 21 years old and living on the beach. And I miss him something awful. I miss Corey too, because he's living up north now, up north Alabama. So my kids are moving away. It's just me, Michelle, and Dakota now. That's it. Just me, Michelle, Dakota, and Toby. Sucks. But hey, that's why we raise them, right? We raise them to get rid of them. All right, let's see here. Okay, y'all did hear Nick. Cool. Everybody's saying, yeah, I hear him. Guys, say hi to my sister. Hello, Sophia's sister. You talking about Haley? Is she back up too? Yes, Cassandra, what is your question? Please give me a question. Yes, same claim as Sophia. What does that mean, Morgan? What claim? Cassandra, do you actually have a question, or do you just want to say question? Here we go. Do you think or believe someone who is not born sensitive to the paranormal can become sensitive due to events or situations they have been through? That is an awesome, awesome question. And I'm starting not to be able to see again. And I don't know what I did with my glasses. That sucks. Oh well. Um, yes, I'm sorry, I was reading. Yes, that is a claim that has been made a bunch of times. People have who have had near-death experiences, uh, NDEs, people who have suffered trauma, uh, people who have recovered from strokes and neuro problems have, and that sucks too because I had a major neuro problem. I had 3 brain surgeries, for crying out loud. I almost died too. I was told I only had 6 months to live, as a matter of fact, in 2001. What year is it again? But yeah, I kind of do. The only thing is I can see how a situation or even a medical condition or a traumatic injury or something like that could jar something, because there have been proven cases of people having these problems, different problems, neuro problems, and coming back and being able to play the piano, for example, or play a guitar, or know different things like mathematic, uh, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. Precise mathematical problems and stuff that they would have never been able to do, before. So I think that it is possible. I've never seen it, so it's never been proven to me. And y'all know how I am when it comes to the paranormal. If I'm logical, skeptical enough to where if I've never seen it, then I'm not going to swear to it. But I can see how that can happen. I think everybody has that ability, just most of us lose it, but that doesn't mean it's still not there. If I was able to do it when I was 2, then I should be able to do it when I'm 49. So yeah, I can see how that can be possible, to be able to do that, and to have that ability after a traumatic injury or sickness or something like that. So yeah, I believe it's possible, but I've never seen it. By the way, yes, I am interested in becoming part of the team. Great, Morgan. Get up with John. Couple sentences down or lines down, he put his email back up. Same as Soapy can't sleep. Got you. Cassandra, I believe that based off certain circumstances, then yes. Yeah, same with me. I can't be on the team. I'm a kid. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Beth. Y'all, Beth just put her email up there too. Y'all see it says bharris at CAPI or bharris.capi@gmail.com. She wants your recipes. Y'all send her your original recipes. Don't go to your recipe book and copy a recipe. Do a dish that you really thrive at, and get the measurements as best you can. If you're like me, you don't use measurements, but get the measurements as best you can, and get her some recipes over there. We would love some unique drink recipes as well. If you guys have any unique adult beverage recipes, get those over to her too, because we're going to do some of those during the spring and summer, especially if it's like a springy drink, like a Long Island iced tea or fuzzy nipple or something like that, or fuzzy navel. Excuse me, I said nipple. Now, can I say nipple on this show? John, am I allowed to say nipple? Is nipple okay? Just let me know if I can say nipple. If I can't say nipple, I need to know, because I don't need to say nipple if I can't say it. So please let me know if I can say nipple. Beth says no. Okay, I can't say nipple, so no more saying nipple. Nipple is a no-no. Thank you, Beth, for letting me know I can't say nipple. I meant to say fuzzy navel. I didn't mean to say nipple. And now that I know that Beth says you can't say nipple, I'm not going to say it anymore. No more nipple on this show. Got you. So applied Jolly Rancher. There you go. John knows his mixed drinks, y'all. John knows his stuff. All right. So no more nipple talk. But yeah, if you've got some favorite drinks out there, get those into Beth as well. She put her email up there. If you want to join the team, you got to do the class first. All right. It's a $75 one-time fee if you're going to be on the team. Get up with John, and he just put his email up there too just a few seconds ago. So y'all get up with him if you want to join the team. If you're in Alabama and you want to join the team, get up with him. To be on the team as a full-fledged member, yes, unfortunately, Sophia, you're right. You have to be 18 years old to be on the team. But we have talked about in the past about doing a junior team, so we may look into that. We've done it a couple of times and it just didn't work out, because for some reason the kids just didn't want to act right. But we may look into that again. But every time we've tried it, it's kind of fizzled out. But that doesn't mean you can't go on investigations with us. For someone under the age of 18 to go on an investigation with CAPI, here's what has to happen. You have to have parental permission. A parent has to, in writing, give you permission to go on the investigation, and at least one parent has to go on the investigation with you, and you both have to sign a waiver. All right. So get up with Beth on that. She's our case manager. If you or anyone wants to go on an investigation with CAPI, but you're underage, we encourage that because we want young people to be in the paranormal. We want you have to be at least 12 years old or older, and 12 to 17 years old to do that. And you have to have a parental permissions, signed parental sheet, even if your parents come with you. And of course, you have to have a parent with you to be able to do that. So just whatever you guys want to do. All right, you added it 14,000. We're still. Oh, I was working. That. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Hey, you warned her several times. All right. Does anybody else have? Y'all see, John don't play. John will get you. He will off your head. John will off your head. Don't say poor Sophia. John warned her several times. Don't say poor Sophia. I warned her. John warned her. So now she's timed out. She's in timeout. John just put her in timeout. John don't play. He warned her several times. And that's 1, 2, at least 3, at least, no, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good Lord, 11, 12, 13. I didn't realize 14, 15, 16, 17. It just keeps going. 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 times since that long column of hearts that John has had to delete or hide her her posts. I didn't realize it was that many. I know she's only 7, so it's not that big of a deal. That's why I'm not mad at her. I love Sophie to death. I think she's awesome. But you did tell her many, many times to please don't do that. So you had to put her in timeout. It's just the way it is. John don't play. If she would have been an adult, he would have kicked her out of the chat. I promise you he would. She would. John don't mess around with that stuff. He knows I rely on him to keep it straight. I even asked her to stop. I know you did. That's right. John decapitates. John don't play. He gave her a lot of chances, man. I didn't realize that he had to censor her 21 times since that big row of hearts. I didn't realize. That's why I have the wrench. That's right. That's why you got the wrench. He's my online bodyguard. And it's not we're not trying to be mean. I don't mind people putting up emojis because like I think they're cool. And I even put up some sometimes. It's not that big of a deal, but when you do like a column of them, and it makes it harder for me to read the messages because it takes up my entire my comment section. Look, I'm gonna put my hands on it. Here to there. That's how big, that's it. That's all I get for comments because everything else is screen. And then I have my controls up here and my buttons down here and everything. So I only get this little section. So if you do that with a bunch of emojis like that and a bunch of hearts or whatever, it takes up, and I have to scroll all the way back up past that or down below it, and it does. It kind of messes with it. That's why we said, hey, please don't do that. That's the only reason. So I almost just did a rolling eye emoji. Yeah, it's okay if you do emojis. I don't mind emojis. I think they're cool. No, I mean, no one said you can't do emojis. It's just when you do a freaking column of them, it makes it harder on me. You know, it's already hard enough to do the show and keep up with y'all's comments. That's why I have to stop talking and going over and reading. So in case someone has a question, or if they're, wanting to ask a question about the team or our topic or whatever, so it just makes it harder. So that's all. So. Yeah, so you understand, Laura. You being on a cell phone, you understand because it takes up so much of your screen. Oh, Morgan. Yeah, I bet that is. And that's why I said I don't have a problem with emojis. But when you do a whole freaking column, man, it's just aggravating. Hey, some YouTube people don't like all caps. Yeah, I don't mind all caps. You would be kicked off. Yeah, I don't mind all caps. I don't get all that silly. The only thing, and I don't mind emojis either. Like I said, it's just whenever you do a whole group of them like that, it makes it harder for me to keep up. So that's the only reason we asked. And like I said, he gave her plenty of chances. So no one can get mad. He did give her plenty of chances. And if she comes back, once he takes her off the timeout, if she comes back and she does it again, I'm going to ask him just to bar her. So, I mean, because you can only ask so many times. Using emojis to accent a comment is one thing, but you use it multiple ones, no context. It's just spam. Right, exactly. Canned ham. I'm a very expressive person, so emojis have to communicate for me. Why I can't always put it into words and correct a lot of my world finding abilities. My word finding abilities. I'll just send Deborah a message. Yeah, let her know that we're not being mean, John. Yeah, and that we still love Sophia, and that we're not being harsh or anything. We just let her know it was 21 times that you asked her to stop. 21 times you had to delete her message so that it wouldn't mess with my chat. And yeah, so it just gets to a point to where that's all you're doing is babysitting that instead of doing the show with me, because I rely on John and Beth on the show because I ask them to post stuff for me all the time. Because that's why they have the wrenches. That's why they're administrators, because sometimes I need them to pop up their emails, or I need them to pop up a evidence, or I need them to pop up a link to something that we're doing, or promoting or something. So that's what I want them to be able to do, not sit there and have to deal with one thing going on and on and on. So yeah, after so many times, as a matter of fact, he shouldn't even let it go that many times, but he's a softie, so he did. But yeah, look, y'all, here is your best warning on me. I'm vocal. If I don't verbalize it, my face will definitely express it. Me and you gonna get along just fine, Morgan. Just fine. I promise you. Yeah, so y'all remember I need two people. Morgan, she says she's interested. If there's anybody else that's in the state of Alabama that wants to be on the team, please let me know. I need them bad. Um, like I said, we had a situation come up to where we needed to help out a client, and we weren't unable to do it because I just didn't have the manpower. So I need two people really bad. So hopefully Morgan will work out. and get her trained. And if she doesn't tell everybody on the team off and someone votes her out, she'll make it. She said she was pretty verbal. My team is used to that, though, because they know how I am. My team is used to hearing it straightforward. Not responsible for what my face does when you talk. Yeah, John's in McCalla, so you're not that far from him. You're in, where is it? Fayetteville? Is that what you said? Or Fairfield? I don't remember. You're somewhere north. Well, guys, it's been over 2 hours. I am getting super sleepy and my bum hurts. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for always being here. No matter how bad my week has been, no matter how much we've gone through, no matter how screwed up the world gets or what we have to worry about or whatever, I always know that I can count on the CAPI family. And I appreciate that so much. You guys just don't know how much I appreciate that. Remember, we're doing a sub drive. We want to get to 2,500. We're at 17, I don't know, somewhere in the area of 1,750. So that's not too far away. We wanted to get to 2,500. You guys help us out with that. If you haven't already subscribed, please go hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and smash the like button. YouTube loves it when we get a lot of likes. So do that for me as well. If you've already subscribed to our channel, which I know most of you have, then get your friends to subscribe to our channel too, and they can come on and have fun with you. And you can introduce your friends and family to the team. And we'll all become family. Because that's what this is. It's a paranormal family, and we love it so much. I love you guys so much. Please, please, please come back next Sunday. Next Sunday, we have a very special show lined up. I'm probably going to do a live between now and then just to let you know what it is. I'm not going to tell you right now because I got to get it all ironed out and everything. But you guys don't want to miss it. It's going to be so much fun. We love you guys so much. We will see you guys next Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, I want you guys to do me a big, giant favor. Remember the hashtag you're seeing everywhere. We're all in this together, okay? Yo, show everybody love. Love on them. Help them out. Be there for them. Keep your distance. Take it serious, but don't take it too serious. Keep smiling because we love smiles. And above all, have a paranormal week. We love you. Good night.